Hi, it's me, Peggy. Again, here I am. Another day, another video. So, I was thinking about, I had made some belly buttons on some of my dolls, and, I had never shown how to sew a belly button. I know there's a lot of people out there that make belly buttons on their dolls, and there's lots of different ways that you can do it. But this is how I do it, and it's kind of like how you sew the nose on a doll. First you find out exactly where you want it to be, and so that's what I've done, is I marked where I want it to be on the doll. Some people make them really low, some people make them high. I like them to be like right in there, like right above where the hip bones would be. And so I put a pin, and then I use my air erasable pen, and I draw 4 little dots, like a little square right there. I take the pin out, and then I use my milliner needle with thread the same color as the skin, and I go in there and I dig out a little bit of that wool, and then I come out across on that other line, on the other dot, and there's no knot on my thread, and I pull it, I sew right through in there, but I leave the tail inside the doll. Let's see, I pull it in there, so the tail is actually inside the doll. I think I got my thread too long. And then I go back and forth and back and forth in that same spot until I get that thread anchored in there so that I can start pulling on it. Because the more you go back and forth through it, the more that thread will want to anchor itself. And you can do this without a knot. It makes it nice. Now I can feel that it's starting to resist a little bit, so I'm going to go down here to the corner across from it, down here. There we go. And then across to the other corner, the other side, like that. So now I've actually pierced all 4 corners. Then I'm going to start going kind of in a circle, and I'm going to go in here at the bottom right hand corner, whoop, and then come back out at the top in the middle between those 2 dots where I started. Then I'll go right back in right next to it. This is kind of like sewing a nose, because you're building a little platform inside there to pull that wool up towards the skin. But you don't want to have any of those little lines, those thread lines on the outside of the skin. You just want to have this little circle, so every time you go back in really close to where you came out. And then you go across, and as you get more threads in there, the tighter you can pull it, because the thread will pull on itself and it get anchored in there in that wool. Oh gosh, this needle is really bent. Huh. Poor little dolly. Okay, now can you see how that's starting to pucker up a little bit? Kind of making a little belly button swelling up there. And you go back and forth and back and forth and in and out and in and out. Around and around and around. And the more you go back and forth, tighter you can pull it, and the more that little ball of wool that's in there will pull up towards the skin. Let's see, I'm going to go right back out right there this time. Then I'll go right back in right next to where I came out. I'll go right back in right where I came out, right next to it, like that. You see? It's getting to be a little belly button. Then, if you want to have a little indentation right in the middle, you can use your needle and come right out. Oop. Right out in the middle, like that. And then go right back in next to where you came out. Oh, let me use my right hand so you can see it. Created a shadow with my hand. Then you can come right back out. That's the joy of these milliner needles, is you can really bend them. It's so really tight little spots. See how it's got a little indentation in the middle now? There you go. You can keep, ow! Poke on my finger. You can keep sewing around, sewing around, sewing around. Then when you get it as big or as perfect as you want it, here, wait a minute, I sewed her head. When you get it the size you want it, then you just go right back in, and then you come out away from it, and then just trim it. Well, shoot. I think I drug all my scissors off. Here's a pair of pinking shears. Maybe that'll work. Ah! Yep. Well, I have to get another. Oh, there it goes. Tuck it down in there. So, now she got the belly button. There you go. That's how you do it. Use your thread, make your thread work for you. That's perfect. Little baby button, little baby belly button. I love these little dolls. They're so much fun to make. Okay, have a good day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.